What up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Miles of Horror. I got to be honest with you, I want to say 80 to 90 movies I'm about to unbox. And there's a reason why it's all here together. Besides the fact that I buy a ton of movies as it is, but if you guys are fans of my channel or you follow me over on Instagram, you know that I have a massive collection. I might collect VHS, DVD, Blu Ray, 4K. I collect everything. And a couple weeks ago, I had some theft in by my apartment, so I had to send a lot of stuff back to my folks over where they live, and it kind of accumulated over the past week or so, past week and a half or so. So it all kind of came crashing to a head today when I went to go see them, and I picked up all my packages. So I have literally 6 packages here. I'm all over the place, but I figured what better way to do this thing, and with you guys, I figured I would do it all in one sitting. I was gonna do the giant box of DVDs on its own, but I figured what the hell, let's hang out for a bit. Let's see what I got here, because there's all kinds of goodies. I got literally, first of all, I literally have a box of 70 horror DVDs that I got in a trade that I'm gonna start off with. So I mean, there's really stuff that's all over the place as far as what I got. I have box sets here from other trades that I did. I bought a couple box sets. So just really awesome stuff. So let's get right into it, man. I didn't want to hold up anymore. I figured it was best to just do this all together. So this first box, and again, I literally got home a little while ago. I haven't opened anything. So I'm doing it all here with you guys right now. Still trying to kick the cold. But Pete the new hat, Tex chainsaw, kind of dad rope hat. It's pretty sweet. Got it at Spencer's, had a coupon. But anyway, so yeah, so I got this box. This is a second trade I've done with this dude on Facebook. I mean, it's in a Facebook group. And this dude is a big DVD collector, and I think he watches them and then trades them. And so I think, but anyway, he posted a few months back about a bunch of stuff he was getting rid of. And I picked up probably 40 DVDs from him then. And I just picked up another roughly 70 or so. I just hit him up, and we did a great trade last time. But I got 70 DVDs from him. Every single one of them, I would say 99% of them I haven't seen. There's one trilogy that I have seen that I have on VHS. But he's an awesome dude. He was super cool. And I was so glad to trade with him again. A lot of the stuff sealed also. A lot of Shudder DVDs, so I jumped on it because I'm so excited to add some of these to my collection, and just watch them, because a lot of these DVDs I really do just have so much fun watching. But the bottom line with this trade was that I gave him a couple things that I had doubles of. I had a double of the Trick or Treat Synapse 4K that I've been sitting on for a while. So I traded him that. I traded him Radioactive Reporter. I had a double of that. So the limited editions, and then the Grindhouse video, I Drink Your Blood, which I have the DVD. That wasn't a big deal. And Cannibal Holocaust, which, to be honest with you, that movie really makes me nauseous. I watched a lot of twisted shit beyond comprehension. That movie I cannot stomach, so I just didn't really feel the need to own it in a limited edition. So I treated them those 4 things. So the 2, I Drink Your Blood, Cannibal Holocaust from Grindhouse, and then the 2, the Trick or Treat set and the TerrorVision set of Radioactive Reporter. Again, both which I had doubles of. So let's see what I got here, man. Because it's just some. I traded for all of it. I remember at the time, but there's so much here, it's hard to kind of keep track. So let's get right into it. All right, first, You Might Be the Killer. You Might Be the Killer. I remember hearing about this one, but I never saw it. So, again, with these, I just love being exposed to more movies. That's kind of where I'm at these days. And so DVD is pretty much the best way to own a lot of these, films that don't really have big releases yet. They eventually get these boutique excuse me, a lot of them eventually get boutique releases, but they're kind of picky and choosy. But these are the ones that they end up picking out, these DVDs. They take things that are on DVD, or maybe limited Blu-rays, and things that haven't really seen big editions. They pick and choose. They find awesome stuff. So this is a movie with Allison Hannigan. You Might Be the Killer. This looks awesome. And if these do have other releases, I don't really know about them. I'm sure they have like standard Blu-rays like from the studios. But all right, next Python Island. Prepare for the hiss of death. Look at that thing. This one just looks so much fun. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy monsters in here. I don't know if you guys can see the back, but it looks awesome. So this was kind of just one I was like, yeah, throw it in. Why not? All right, next up. I'm just gonna like keep it going here. So next up, we got a movie called The Hole. The director of Gremlins and Small Soldiers. It knows your deepest fears. You guys know this one? The Hole. Had pretty good reviews, to be honest with you. Smart, scary, full of perverse, dark humor. It's got some pretty twisted stills on the back. The Hole with the slipcover. I thought this one looked kind of fun. All right, next we got a movie called Till Death from the creator of Final Destination. Jason Patric, Natalie Byrne. Jason Patric's awesome. So this one's sealed also. Till Death. Anybody know this one? Till Death Do Us Part. All right, next up. Let's keep it cruising here. All right, we got Honey Spider. I know nothing about this film. Honey Spider. Anybody here know about this one? Ooh. Honey Spider. Just looks twisted, man. The character on the back looks bizarre. Next up, we got Southern Chillers. 2 serial killers. So many ways to die. Like I said, there's a ton. This is a Wild Eye release. There's a ton of like Shudder release in here also. All right, next we got there's a lot of good stuff in here, so stick around. We got Rats, Night of Terror, and Venom is a Blue Underground sealed DVD set. Now, I've never seen Rats, Night of Terror. I know it's my boy Claudio Fragasso, so this was in his trade pile. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll own it. Now I don't need to buy that $60 Severin edition. I've actually heard that Venom is awesome too. So, all right, next up we got Terror in Woods Creek, Fear the Drifter. Do you guys know this one? Terror in Woods Creek. Also, I don't know where I'm gonna put these, so I'm just gonna keep on cruising here. All right, next up we got St. Patrick's Day Massacre. Don't really know much about this one, but I thought it looked fun. St. Patrick's Day Massacre, Luck of the Irish. We got Snow White on DVD. I have the VHS of this, so I thought I would love to catalog the DVD. I've never seen this, but like I remember this vividly from the tape store, and so I was super happy to catalog the DVD. All right, next up, we got Suicide Girls Must Die. This has the horror sticker on it. Oh, this is like a little like digipack. Interesting. This stuff you can't really see in pictures. Little digipack. Suicide Girls Must Die. Then you got Night of the Killer Bears. This is a sealed. Is Wild Eye? No, sealed DVD. This looks awesome. A blood spattered gore fest. Who wants a killer cuddle? Night of the Killer Bears. This looks awesome. All right, next up, we've got. Okay, so again, so here's a bunch of Shudder stuff, right? So this Shudder release had a OCN partner Blu-ray release that was like $30. Spoonful of Sugar. And I'm pretty sure it's sold out. And I was thinking about getting it at the time, so I'm super glad I didn't, because I got the DVD in this trade, Spoonful of Sugar. Really excited to check this one out. With the slipcover sealed. Again, OCN distribution did a release of this on Vinegar Syndrome's website. All right, next, we got another Shudder original called Perpetrator, the kind of horror you will want to sink your teeth into. Perpetrator. Anybody ever seen this one? All right, next up, we got another Shudder original called Lucky, a thrilling time loop mystery. You guys ever see this one? Lucky. And one thing that's cool about these Shudder DVDs is like, you kind of have these like uniform slip covers, and that was really appealing to me. I think I have probably close to 40 Shudder DVDs in here. So a big bulk of these are Shudder. But I like getting the uniform. All right, this is called Jolly Roger Massacre at Cutter's Cove. He's back from hell to get gold. I don't know if that was a leprechaun or a pirate. But when a group of friends stumbles upon an ancient treasure chest, they unwittingly unleash the demonic pirate known as Jolly Raja. That was not a pirate at all. Now the slaughter begins. Barely escaping with their lives, Alex and Jesse must unravel the clues that brought this unholy creature back from the pits of hell, or they too will suffer the wrath of Jolly Raja. I'm usually good at pirate impressions. So look at that thing. It looks awesome. There's some pretty sweet visuals on the back. All right, next up we got this one I'm super excited about, and I've been seeing this movie all over the place lately. It's called We Are Still Here with the slipcover. The slip's a little beat up, but that's okay. We Are Still Here with the slipcover. It's a DVD. I think this is Shudder. No, this is Dark Sky. Dark Sky put this out, and I've been very successful with my Dark Sky releases. So yeah, We Are Still Here. If you've seen this one, hit me up because I keep hearing awesome things about this one. Oh, it's still sealed. Damn. That's pretty wild. It's still sealed. So maybe he doesn't watch these. I don't know. But last time I got like 40 DVDs from him. All right, then we got a movie called Sun with Andy Matichak and Emil Hirsch. Great cast. Love both them. So I'm excited for this one. This is a Shudder DVD, RLJE Films, called Sun. All right, let's keep on cruising here. We got a movie called Hunted, Shudder original with the slipcover. Hunted. Check the quality. Yeah, I mean, these things are like perfection. So he was telling me he gets a lot from like, Five Below maybe, or like the dollar store. So I guess people like trade in their collections, and he just like frequents those places and just, it's like a super cool, like almost like an embossed slip. All right. Then we have another Shudder movie called The Cleansing Hour. I really mean it when I say, guys, this is a bold and bloody slice of sin from modern horrors. I really mean it when I say my favorite thing about collecting these days is picking up big DVD lots. I kid you not, because with what happened to VHS and the craziness that VHS become, the same thing's going to happen with DVDs. And it started to a little bit already, but like there's all kinds of DVDs out there. DVD is like, there's so much out there that was never on VHS. So it's like there's so much out there that was never on VHS, but that has a big enough wealth of movies that is similar to the category of VHS, if that makes sense. And it's still affordable. Like if you were to buy all these things, first of all these DVDs on Amazon are like $10-11. So, in fact, they got 70 of them for almost nothing. I'm sure it's like less than $1 a pop easily. I just love that there's such a wealth of DVDs and movies to discover that are relatively cheap these days. So this has been honestly my favorite thing about collecting, grabbing big DVD lots, etc. Next, we got a movie called Beelzebub with Tobin Bell. This one actually got great reviews. Beelzebub, a Shudder original. All right, then we got The Room, another Shudder title. Don't know much about this one, but The Room. We've graduated into another pile over here. All right. Next, we've got this was kind of cool. I own 3 of the movies in this, but I wanted Monster High. So it's a 4-pack. We got The Craft, Monster High, Fright Night, and Brain Scan. And like I said, I own 3 of these movies, but I don't own Monster High. So I really wanted to catalog that. So again, most of these are just like, oh, can you put this? Can you put this? Can you put this? And he said, sure. So I want to check out Monster High for sure. All right, next up, we've got The Hatching. This was a movie I've seen around that I really wanted to check out. Sealed, called The Hatching. You guys heard of this one? Really excited to check this one out. All right, then this was kind of just like a throwback, The Relic. I think I own this thing on VHS, but The Relic is classic, man. I love The Relic, and I haven't seen this in forever. This thing's been rumored to get a collector's edition for a long time. But I love The Relic, so very glad to add this one on DVD. All right, next up, we've got Storm Warning Unrated. This is a Dimension Extreme. Now, I think Umbrella did like a super, super souped up edition of this. So I'm excited to just check it out. You know, I'm really down with like getting these movies cheaper than I need to be honest with you, because I don't need these things in $60 editions. That's just where I'm at. So yeah, Door Morning, and it's a Dimension Extreme, so you know you're getting some good stuff. At least what I like. All right, let's keep on cruising here. I got a ton more. All right, let's do Moonstrom. This looks like a monster creature feature, incredibly suspenseful, a must watch, sealed. Again, like all these Shudder sealed DVDs. This looks awesome. Kind of like looks super cool. All right, then we got 32 Malasana Street, another Shudder exclusive, inspired by true events. Then we've got Scare Me, another Shudder original with the slip. Aya Cash, Josh Rubin, Chris Red. What could go wrong at a cabin in the wood? This one looks like a ton of fun. Scare Me. All right, then we've got We All Scream for Ice Cream. This DVD case will beat to hell. Ugh, I don't know what's on that. But this one I've seen around also and looks pretty cool. We All Scream for Ice Cream. I don't really know too much about it, but it looks like a lot of fun. I gotta keep this one separate because this DVD case is shelled. All right. Next up, we've got Shook, Shudder Original. I got all kinds of text on there. This looks awesome. Blood Relatives. This looks fun. Family Sucks. I remember watching the trailer for this one. And there you can see they're vampires. They have fangs. All right, then we've got Skull the Mask. I don't know anything about this one, but the Shudder Original. They super sealed with a super cool slipcover. This thing looks wild. Like a wild movie. Shudder Original. All right, then we've got Terrified, another Shudder Original. I don't really know much about it, but it looks pretty wild. Terrified. Then we got Tigers Are Not Afraid. Slipcover's a little beat up, but movie looks super cool. Certified Fresh. All right, then we've got Host. Now I've heard this movie kicks ass. I've never seen it. Sealed with slip. Shudder Original. RLJE. All right, next we've got another Shudder Original called Glorious. Sealed, a delicious cosmic nightmare. A comedic trauma seeped in flourishes of celestial color. I don't know, it looks awesome though. All right, then we've got Detectives, another Shudder Original. Definitely like a horror comedy. There's some ghosts and stuff on the front. Sealed, slipcover. Detectives. All right, then we've got The Rule of Jenny Penn, another Shudder Original. John Lithgow, Jeffrey Rush. Like, come on, man, with that cast. And I looked up a lot of the reviews on most of these before I pulled the trigger. And most of them were like great reviews. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm really excited. All right, we got a David Dakota film, Leeches. I've almost bought this DVD like 15 times, so I finally pulled the trigger on it. Leeches. MVD always has it on sale. Ruin Me, another Shudder exclusive. So that like giant sacks in here, man. I'm gonna try and go quick. All right, this looks really cool. Vern Troyer in Gnome Alone. Evil comes in small packages. I'm really excited for this one. Vern Troyer in a horror movie, like hell yeah, where he's a gnome. Evil's in the house. Look at the back of that. These just look like fun, man. All right, let's keep on cruising. We got some Sheets of Gore, man. This is another one. This is Sia that I've almost picked up from SRS like probably 10 times. Finally got added this one to the collection. Some vignette style short Todd Sheet shorts. Then we've got They Live in the Gray, another not sealed, but Shudder Original. They Live in the Gray. Then we've got Hillbilly Horror Story, Nuttier Than a Squirrel Fart. It says on the front. This is probably going to be really bad, but I cannot resist. Then we got The Toy Box. House, a wild concept, truly eerie. Misha Barton, Denise Richards. Okay, I can get down with that. The Toy Box. All right. Next, we've got Hypothermia, Fear What Lurks Beneath. This movie looks like it kicks ass. This is another Dark Sky and Glass Eye Picks release. Again, I've been very successful with the Dark Sky stuff. So we got Hypothermia, man. That alternate artwork on there. Really excited to check it out. All right, then we've got one more stack here. We've got Farmhouse. Beware the generosity of strangers. Clever, twisting, and intense from Fangoria. Farmhouse. All right, then we've got The Last Circus. This just looked twisted and demented, so I had to. Alex de Iglesia. Had to check it out. The Last Circus. Then we've got hashtag AmFad. Okay, all my friends are dead. Hashtag all my friends are dead. This looks like a lot of fun. All right, then we've got classic here, Lord of Illusions on DVD. I actually don't own this movie, surprisingly enough, so really glad to add Lord of Illusions to my collection. I missed out on that special edition from Umbrella. All right, next up, we've got the Scarecrow Slayer, and Scarecrow Gone Wild. Got the first two in a 2-pack. I love these movies. So these are the ones that I have seen before, Scarecrow Gone Wild. I have these on VHS. They're great. They're really fun films. I did a full review on this, actually, on my channel. Definitely go check it out. Ooh. Some of these DVD cases are just whack. So I was really happy to add these on DVD because I have the VHS. All right, then we've got a movie called Scarecrow, just another Scarecrow horror movie. I don't really know much about it, but Sci-Fi Channel DVD. All right, then we've got okay, so this one I'm really excited about. Really, really excited. Called Campfire Stories. Okay, this one I've actually heard around. It's supposed to be great. Okay, the DVD is pretty the case is pretty beat up, but that's okay. It's a platinum release. DVD looks immaculate. So yeah, Campfire Stories. Really excited about this one, man. Jamie Lynn Sigler. I've heard it's excellent. I think Garrett over at Born to Be Rad was just talking about that one. All right. Next, a couple more here. We got Little Dead Rotting Hood. She's not afraid of the big bad wolves. You know I'm gonna eat this one up. All right, then we've got The Entity, a story so shocking, so threatening, it will frighten you beyond all imagination. All right, then we got a couple more here. We've got Death Machine. I have this movie on VHS. It's pretty sweet, so I wanted to catalog it. Death Machine. Then we've got Survival Island, another movie that I actually owned at one point, but I had to toss it because it was just destroyed. Survival Island. Then we've got Triloquist, Dimension Extreme Horror. About a ventriloquist dummy. All right, then we've got a couple more here. This is round out the end of it. We've got DOA, Dead or Alive, from the director of The Transporter. Then we've got Plague Town, another movie I almost bought it quite a few times, but I didn't. I didn't get this off. Did I get it? Nope. I'll deal with this later. Plague Town looks like a lot of fun. All right, then we've got Caveat, Shudder original with the slit. I don't even know. Full of claustrophobic dread. You've been warned from bloody disgusting. Caveat. It's like a ton of fun. Shudder original. And History of Evil, and that will round out this box. So again, I think it's close to like 70 DVDs. Just a ton of stuff, man. A lot of stuff I'm really excited about. So let me put this down. I have to do like a whole like changing of the guard here. I don't even know where to put these things. But let's do that. Let's do that. And let's move this over here. All right, then let's move these, I guess, down here in 2 piles, I suppose. All right, now these I'm gonna keep here for a bit because I have nowhere to put them. All right, so next box. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna pull this box right here. I don't know what this is. All right, so this is from my buddy Frank. We did a trade. Okay, he had a couple things I was really looking for. And so we traded. And he wanted the full moon bright boxes from Umbrella. He wanted a bunch of stuff, and he like shout out to Frank because when I had my stuff stolen last week, he literally said to me, he's like, "Yo, what's your address? I'm sending you one of the things that got stolen." So I sent him a super limited edition that he was looking for free because like that was one of the coolest things that anyone's done for me. So go check out Frank's media and reviews because he's just an awesome dude. I've done a few shows with him, but we did a great trade and I gave him something he was really looking for. And he wanted the full moon fright boxes, so I just sent them to him and reordered them because they had a pretty good deal on like all three of them. But all right, so let's see what we got here. So yeah, Frank had a couple sets that one of the things that got stolen from me off my doorstep, and a couple other things that I am really, and one other thing that I was really excited about that's out of print. All right, so we got this from a trade with Frank. We got the Cat limited edition. Finally have this thing in my collection. I can't even tell you the trouble I've had to go through to get this thing in my collection. Okay, I missed. It sold out quick. I missed out on the limited, and I can't even tell you how devastated I was. So I finally got this thing. I ordered it off eBay. I paid stupid $65 eBay price, and someone stole it from my doorstep. So I got the Cat, or was misdelivered, something, I don't know. So the Cat finally limited edition in my collection. So excited to check this one out. This one gets one of these for me.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And then the other thing also sold out of print that I can't even tell you how many times I almost bought it but didn't. And that is the Ju-On the Grudge collection. And I was devastated when I went to get this and I couldn't get it. And then everywhere I look, it was just like stupid prices. Stupid prices. Now, there's a good possibility this thing will come back as a US edition. It's entirely possible. And I had this thing in my cart probably like 5 different times at Arrow, and I just I'll get it next time. And then out of nowhere, it's sold out. It was like $130 on eBay or whatever. And I wanted the limited because this is a big franchise for me. And I've never seen the Japanese ones. So I really want to deep dive into this set and watch The Grudge, and really deep dive and watch the extras and the booklet and all this. So this is like an important set for me. As far as that's concerned, I really wanted to learn all about the history of this because, in my opinion, this is like a really influential movie. So I was really, really gung-ho about getting this set, the collector's edition, and believe it or not, it's a very hard set to find. It's out there, but it's a lot of money, and I didn't want to spend that, but whatever. So we got the Ju-On the Grudge limited edition collectors and the Cat. Thank you, Frank, for bringing this to me. Super stoked to have these. All right, let's keep going. I'll do a couple. I got a couple of just like loose packages here. So the first one was an Amazon package. I think my parents actually opened it, and it's the Unnameable. Never seen this. Really excited to check it out from Unearthed. The Unnameable. And the other one, I am super excited. I know it's in here. So, this is from my buddy Paul and Angie over at A&P Films. Finally, completing my VHS collection from them. I have their entire discography on VHS. And they promised me this is coming. And they actually told me very simply that I'm the reason why they're doing the VHS. I mean, I was the inspiration for it. So I'm really excited about this. But we got finally Cinco de Mayo on VHS from my good friends over at A&P Films. I had their other 4 films on clamshell VHS. So this was a big deal for me. I'm super excited to get this. I have Murder Size, / Lorette Party. I have Only Fangs, and I have Streets of Vengeance. So now I add Cinco de Mayo, and I am complete, baby. Got the whole discography. I'm going to keep this here for now. All right. I got 2 more boxes. Definitely smaller than the other ones. Actually, that's not entirely true, but let's see what we got. All right, let's see what's in here. I didn't take a look at who this is from, so I don't know. Okay, I know what this is, and I'm really excited about this. Really, really excited. All right, so this is from 88 Films, and I got basically the entire American Pie franchise on Blu Ray in the limited edition sets because they had a 25% off sale, and I like American Pie. To me is like the grail of all teen movies because I was like in high school when it came out, or maybe even middle school, to be honest with you. What year did the first one come out? I don't remember. What year did American Pie come out? Let's see. I actually really want to know this now, and I'll show you guys the American Pies. What year did American Pie come out? 1999. Yeah, so I was like an 8th grader. Okay, it was actually no, I'm sorry. It was my summer going into, I believe it was my summer going into high school. So I was a freshman. I was like 14 years old, man. Like these movies were so influential for me and so powerful, and we still quote these today. But anyway, so I got the original American Pie. They did these like awesome limited edition box sets. So you got the original American Pie. I got the Blu Ray edition because these are the ones that had left, and I don't want to miss out. But American Pie, I haven't gotten the second one yet, so I haven't gotten, so I didn't have that one. But then you got Wedding. Look at these gorgeous editions, man. Then you got Reunion, just gorgeous. Okay, and then you've got this was even cooler that they did this. You get Bandcamp, Naked Mile, Beta House, and The Book of Love, man. So you get all the later sequels that never had like theatrical runs. I don't believe they did a souped up edition of all of those. And if you watch my thrift haul from yesterday, I picked up Dorm Days because I loved these movies, man. So I'm just stoked to add these. Like these are like I'm gonna cherish these in my collection for sure, for sure. All right, I got one more box here, and this is from my buddy Chris. Chris Higgins over at Bearded Film Guy. Definitely go give him a follow because he hooked me up. I again missed the boat on the Dai Gothic set from Radiance, and been really into Asian cinema. And I've been really deep diving further and further into Asian cinema, and I kind of was late to the boat on these. Even though they haven't really been out for long, the first one sold out, and unfortunately, it goes for fucking stupid money on eBay, like stupid money. Like I've seen it go for like $350, which is just ridiculous. There's no way I would ever pay that, but it's a hard set to find, you know, and you can get the standard editions. And I was gonna pull the trigger on that many times, but again, this is a set that I really wanted to deep dive on and really kind of learn about the films because it felt like something I wanted to immerse myself in. And so we're always kind of talking Asian cinema, and he was like, "Yo, dude, I will hook you up. Like, I'm never gonna watch." He's like, "I really enjoyed the set, but I'm never gonna watch it again. Just let me know what you want to do, and we can trade. I can send it over, like whatever you want to do." So I paid him for it, and we came up with a fair offer. And yeah, so it's the Dai Gothic from Radiance Films, the limited edition. So let me take these out, show you guys. Again, I'm really excited to add these. These were a big deal for me. So I think this is the second one. Yeah, this is Dai Gothic Volume 2 and Volume 1. So I got both of these from him. So thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to dive into these, man. Again, the reason I wanted the limiteds on these was I really wanted to read the booklet, deep dive, and all that good stuff. This is a collection I'm really excited about. And so yeah, there you have it, guys. Just a massive haul. Like I don't know what else I can say. So let me leave you guys something fun here. I think that's everything. But yeah, a lot of movies, man. That's what we do here at Miles and Horror. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me leave you with this.
They're eating her! Then they're going to eat me!
Hit that like button, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.